We need to talk, y'all. We need to talk because I don't know what that was against Elche. I don't know who that was against Elche because that was not Real Madrid. That was not Real Madrid. Those were 11 strangers wearing those blue shirts running around doing damn cardio. That's what that was because I haven't seen a Real Madrid team in a very long time have no intensity, no pride, no idea what they were doing. It was just the vibes are gone. The vibes are dead, guys. I've been a Real Madrid fan for a very long time. And that is one of the worst performances I've seen. One of the worst. It was lifeless. It was soulless. And I don't know what we do from here. I can't even talk. But if you haven't figured this out by now, this is my first rant video on this channel. And I never thought I'd have to do one of these because I try to remain neutral as a Real Madrid fan. I've seen the bad and the good. Real Madrid is Real Madrid. I know we're always going to bounce back, right? So that's why I don't have to worry and get caught up into being one of those guys that always bashes the team or is always negative, even when we're doing well, especially on here. There are people that do that. And then I'm not one of the guys that's always glazing as well, too, because, well, this is Real Madrid. We have standards. People can be criticized. When you come to this team, it is not just cuddles and kisses all the time, guys. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's Real Madrid. Even our best players were criticized and our managers, okay? So I try to remain in the middle. But right now, there is no silver lining. There is nothing, really. Xabi Alonso is in trouble. He's in trouble. Real Madrid is in trouble. And it's not looking good, guys. And it's crazy to say because in videos before this one, I would say, hey, we're still top of the table. Everybody calm down. Relax. We got Kylian Mbappé. We got Jude back. Like, we're good, right? We're good. But this match against Elche it wasn't just a bad day at the office, guys. It wasn't just eking out a draw. We got outplayed, and this team looked completely lost. The team looked flat. They looked disconnected from what it means to wear this shirt. This shirt. And look, I don't want to use this word, but we are very close to crisis mode. And this is giving me flashbacks to the Rafa Benitez situation when he came in 2015, June of 2015, and he got let go in January 2016. That team had James Rodriguez, Gareth Bale, Ronaldo, everybody, right? And the reason why this is giving me flashbacks to that is because it's the same thing. Now, the only outlier here is Rafa Benitez got cooked in the Clásico. He lost 4-0. But the similarities between him and Xabi Alonso's experience right out the gates, he hasn't been able to beat top teams, right? That didn't happen under Rafa Benitez. The supporters did not like him. I was one of those supporters. I did not want Rafa Benitez at my club. I didn't want him. And the players didn't like him either. There were some challenges there. Playing time and all that stuff. Doesn't that sound like what's going on right now? So, Xabi Alonso, this is not looking good for you, my guy. I am a big supporter. I believe you deserve a season with this squad. But I think everybody is spooked about what happened last season, and now everybody is super paranoid and frantic and want just immediate repercussions if we are not performing. Because we gave Carlo a year. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. We gave Carlo that much time last season out of respect for what he did with the club. But I think we need to show that same respect for Xabi Alonso because even if we did sack him, who will we bring in? Let me know in the comments. Who will we bring in? And then you want to change the system That manager will want to change some things, bring in some players. What happens? Okay? We are not going to get the same result as when we got rid of Benitez and brought in Zinedine Zidane. It's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Okay? Some of you guys are saying, let's bring Carlo back. I remember everybody being in unison saying Carlo out. Bring in Xabi Alonso. And man, this was the shortest honeymoon ever because y'all loved him during the FIFA Club World Cup. Y'all loved him in the first games. Y'all loved him changing tactics. Y'all loved him putting his foot down saying no player is above the team. Even you, Vinicius. Now look where we're at. Now look where we're at. And look, I can't defend him anymore. And the walls are closing in on you, Xavi. This game put everything on full display. And it started with the lineups. Now, at first, we were deeming Xabi Alonso a genius and love that he switched the lineups every damn match. Okay? No player was guaranteed a spot except Kylian Mbappé and Courtois. Let's just be real. But he rotated, he shuffled, all this stuff. He was keeping players healthy and fresh and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was cool. But now, at this point in the season, you need to find your 11, my guy. You need to find your 11 and build some consistency up with the players. Because that lineup that you put out against Elche screams, I'm making it up as I go. Why would you bring in those players and that formation after an international break? You brought in a 3-5-2, which I know you brought from Leverkusen, and people were demanding that we see more of that, but you hadn't been doing that. Wasn't the main formation that you've been doing this season. And so you decide to put it out there against Elche after an international break, and you bring in players like Fran Garcia as the left winger, and you bench Vinicius for him. You put Alvaro Carreras at center back, Dean Howson, Raul Asensio, and then you put Trent in. And then in the midfield, you put Dani Ceballos and Arda Güler. And then up top, you put Mbappé and Rodrygo. Talk about a shuffle. So you're leaving Camavinga, Valverde on the bench. Jude was out there starting too, but I can't even think of why you would do that. So that was it from the start. And then when we roll out there was no intensity in the press. There was no hunger to win duels. We conceded and we just didn't have any response. Like the players just looked defeated. There was no identity with the ball. And there was just no pride. There was no pride. Normally when Real Madrid go down a goal, guys, I am locked in. Like, we're good. We're Real Madrid. We're always going to end it. We'll come back. It's coming, right? But in this match, I didn't feel that way. And that is terrifying. I'm perplexed because we're still top of the table by 1 point. We won El Clasico, the first round. We beat Valencia. And then we just went off a cliff. And now you got all these rumors and things going on about Xabi Alonso not getting along with Vinicius Jr. or the players don't like him. They want Carlo back because he let them just do whatever the hell they wanted. And Xavi's in there trying to, set up his own style, which I appreciate. You got to do that. It's not like Xabi Alonso is coming in after some bum. Okay? He has big shoes to fill after what Carlo Ancelotti has done. But I respect him for coming in and try to do things his way and leave his imprint on this team. And look, say what you want. We're top of the table. Some things have worked. He's playing players that didn't get a chance at all under Carlo Ancelotti, and it's worked. But everything was on full display. Elche commanded that whole game from start to finish. And if it wasn't just for some, honestly, fluky goals, right? The set piece goal off of Dean Howson, lucky to be there, a little bang in, go in. And then the Jude goal, look, I love Jude. Jude shows why he should be in that 10 role because he makes those runs through the box. But if it wasn't for effort by Mbappé to play that ball in off the line like that, instead of it going out of bounds, we might be looking at a 2-1 loss here. I cannot. I can't come up with any more excuses for Xabi Alonso after this match. I can't come up with excuses for the players either. I don't need to go into the game, man. Let's just talk about this current situation as a fan. As a fan, this is embarrassingly bad. Because when you look on paper at the talent that we have, we should be scoring at least 2 goals a game. At least. I don't care who we're playing against. 2 goals a game. So something is going on with internally with the players and the coach. Something is going on because this energy is down. Even Xabi Alonso isn't like he doesn't show a lot of emotion all the time, but like even on the bench, man, he's just not looking like he's having a great time. He benched Vinny again, and it didn't work out. It did not work out. And he can't pull that card anymore this season. It's over. He cannot bench Vinny again because it blew up in his face this time. Where do we go from here? I mean, the wheels are falling off, guys. They're falling off. Okay, let's start with Rodrygo. It's over for him. Rodrygo, it's over for you, buddy. You've been given a chance multiple times. Left, right, wherever. Starting, sub. When you come on, nothing really happens, man. I think it's like 28, 29 games. You haven't scored. It's over, buddy. Like, I think this is the last season we see you in a Real Madrid shirt. You know, I wish we would have cashed in during the summer at this point now, because now he's tainted. He's tainted. Look, he'll be a starter anywhere else he goes, but his confidence is gone, guys. He can't even do one-on-ones anymore. He's just not the same player. What's going on with Dean Howson? Yes, he scored. But overall, he was very poor, guys. Sloppy passes. He keeps playing risky balls. As a former midfielder, I'm okay with the risky passes, but don't keep doing them. If it's not working for you that day, just stop. You got to know when to stop, man. And look, I know it's his demeanor, and I'm lightweight joking, but I'm not. But he looks half asleep. He definitely looked half asleep in this Elche game, man. I don't know what's going on with him. Trent. Look, guys, he got the start, but we knew when we signed him, it was going to be sacrificing defense for his attack. And that's what we saw yesterday. The first goal was on him. As a right back, you cannot be letting somebody get behind you that close inside the box, man. Off a basic 1-2, you should know better. Why are you ball watching there? It's the good and the bad with Trent, man. He's great in attack. He really is. He was playing in crosses, which nobody was getting. I know y'all going to have that number 9 debate and whatever. We'll get to that. Good diagonal balls. You know, he's fantastic going forward, but he is a liability going back on defense, guys. Arda Güler, he tried to get involved. He tried to get on the ball. I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like Xabi Alonso just puts him in bad situations, but he didn't take control of this game. He was okay. I think playing next to Dani Ceballos was this. It's not it. And I know in the past I called Dani Ceballos an artist in the midfield, and he is. But he definitely has flaws, guys. He's like Jekyll and Hyde, man. And when his flaws come out, they're bad. He's slow on the ball. We all knew that. He makes wrong decisions. We all knew that. But holding the ball long in dangerous positions, any midfielder should not be doing that. He should know better. And then when we try to break, he just killed the tempo every time. And that's why he just doesn't consistently play, man. Like, sometimes he'll be good, and sometimes he's just bad, like really bad. And this just points out another thing that we are severely missing, Aurelien Tchouameni. He's been doing all the dirty work, right? And we have severely missed him. He needs to come back ASAP. I don't know what else to say. If you don't believe me, let me know in the comments. But Tchouameni is that main guy in the midfield. We need him. He is that enforcer, that playmaker in the midfield and in front of the back line. And we're missing him dearly. Jude, he was okay. Stat line says goal and assist, but this was not his best night. He lost the ball a lot. And he struggled to connect with the forwards. Mbappé, Rodrygo, Vinny. So, but one thing I won't do about Jude Bellingham, guys, is I will never question his fight, man. And all this media stuff with the English national team, man, disgusting stuff, man. Um, I I think he's mentally sharp, and I don't think that's affecting him. But that would be his out, man. But he gives everything. He gives everything all the time, even on a day off, buddy. And that's why he got that goal and saved us again. So Jude, he was okay. Kylian Mbappé, man. Look, he has pride in the way he plays. He actually tries. Like he was dropping back deep just to get a touch on the ball, man. He was going at players, but he's completely isolated. He has no help. If Arda Güler isn't playing in that 10 spot or on the right in that midfield, it just Mbappé doesn't get the service that he's used to, man. He's just too far away from the midfield, and he needs that support. He missed a couple of chances where I thought he was going to score, to be honest. And this is what happens when we rely on him to score all the goals and he has to do everything himself. That is a problem. That's been a problem all season, to be honest, guys. This is no longer about a new coach with new ideas or him being a genius and all this stuff. The team is not responding, okay? He needs to figure out how to get this team to respond to him and on game day. That's the number one thing that a manager needs to do. Forget all the tactics. We just need a response. And the team is not doing that since the Valencia match. We don't know what we're doing on the ball. We don't know what we're doing without the ball. We don't know what our best 11 is, which I have an issue with. At this point in the season, we should know that by now. And we don't even know what our best formation is. We don't. So I just feel like the players don't. They're now going into every week not knowing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's not good. At first, it was cute and it was clever. You want to keep the players on their toes. Iron sharpens iron, right? But at this point in the season, you should have your best 11 and your best formation. And for you to roll out a 3-5-2 after an international break and put in a bunch of new players that have not been playing consistently, it was a mistake, man. It blew up in his face. Something needs to change drastically and quickly, man. Quickly, because this is not it. And the media is just eating this up. The fan base are literally going at each other. And there's just too much noise going on. Even the players are going at each other. The players are going at the man. This is the Rafa Benitez situation all over again, guys. It's so crazy. Now, I'm never going to say Xavi out. I'm not. You got to give a manager some time. But something needs to change. I'm not saying a player needs to go. I'm not saying a manager needs to go. Systems take time. But if you keep changing the system, then it's never going to get right. It's never going to evolve. The players are never going to get used to it. So at this point, Xabi Alonso, I need you to sit down and really think about who's your best 11 and what's your best formation, and ride with it. Just ride with it, man. We need energy. We need identity. We need just some basic organization. Like, Elche were not afraid of us yesterday. They were more organized than us. That's non-negotiable at this club, man. What are we talking about here? So right now, we need to start playing good football. And if we keep playing like this, there are no titles in sight at all. And we don't want that to happen because everybody is remembering last season. And that's why I think everybody is this on 10 right now, because they think that we're going to fall back and not win anything again. But if you really look at the table, guys, we're okay. Both tables, La Liga and Champions League, right? Here's that silver lining that I was talking about, like I said, on this channel and in my intro, right? That's the silver lining. But right now we are in a storm, guys. And it doesn't look like we have a way out. This team looks fragile mentally, and tactically we look lost. And I need Xabi Alonso to fix this ASAP. I'm gonna give him 4 more games, guys. I'm gonna give him 4 more games because I really think he's in trouble. I don't want him out, but I'm being real right now. Like, he's in trouble. So I'm worried, but this channel is for the real Real Madrid fans that believe that we're always going to find a way, find a solution, right? I call this a rant video, but like, I'm not going crazy like some people. But I am worried. But I ride with this team through the good, bad, and ugly. Okay? Always. But that performance, man, I don't know what the hell that was. So, and I do think if we need to blame somebody the most, I think it's the players. Because even if you don't like the manager, man, you guys go out there and play 90 minutes like that. You're not doing anything but hurting yourself. If you're trying to send a message to Xabi Alonso like, we don't rock with you, we're not going to play, that's not how you do it. That's just not how you do it. You're making yourself look bad. You're missing out on wins. You're going to miss out on trophies. This is not going to happen. Okay? If you're trying to get him sacked, this isn't the way to do it. This isn't, because you're just looking foolish right now. So I put more blame on the players because they have to go out and do the things. And even if the tactics and the lineups are wrong against teams like Elche, mid-table teams, man, we should still be winning games. That's straight up. I don't care. Like, debate me on that. Even if the tactics and the lineup are not the way that we think it should be, and they don't agree with what Xavi's putting out there, they still got to play that game. And they should be beating Elche player for player. Straight up. So I'm putting the blame on the players for this one. Xabi Alonso, you're in trouble, though. You're definitely in trouble, man. And look, I have no more excuses for you. I'm giving you 4 games. And then I can't defend you anymore, buddy. All right, and if you made it this far in my rant video, please drop a like. Subscribe if you're new here, man. And just know that this channel is all about just keeping it real for the Real Madrid fans. I'm not going to just be negative and positive, overly positive all the time. I'm just stay right in the middle, man, and just tell you how I see it. Like, I don't have the answers, but this is how I feel. Xabi Alonso's in trouble, but I got to blame the players because there's no way we should be drawing or being behind in a game against Elche. There's just no way. All right, guys. I don't know what else to say. I could say a lot more, but it is what it is. I'll see you in the next video. As always, Ala Madrid. Peace.